Flyers, Phillies, let's talk about them. Sixers, Eagles, let's talk about them. What the Union doing? Pull up with the crew and have a drink or two and let's talk about them. This a PHI bar. Bruce Willis, we die hard. I know you feel us, cause Philly fans is the best sports fans by far. No cheating here, we gon' keep it fair. You don't like my set, somebody help them. This the key, if we can disagree without disrespecting, everybody welcome. So what we talking about? Practice? What we talking about? Let's unpack this. Top shelf, sports talk, lights, cameras, we active.
Yo, it's your boy Jamar, Top Shelf Sports Talk. Back with another video for your viewing pleasure. This time today on this Sunday morning, afternoon, or whenever you're watching this video, it's a little gloomy outside, a little cooler than it was the last couple of days. It rained. Shout out to my daughter. She graduated high school on Friday, which is a big achievement. Round of applause to her. It was, as she knows, it was a rocky road to get there, but she's there, and I got one more left. Jade, you're up next. So if you ever watch this video, know that your dad is rooting for you. He knows you got this. You're going to do great in the 12th grade year, and you'll be graduating next year. So Jay, round of applause to you. You're coming up on your 12th grade year. Round of applause to me for being able to get my kids through high school and on to bigger and better things in life. So with that being said, let's wait no longer, man. I'm pretty sure you guys seen the title of this video, and I'm a little late on all of it, but it's cool because we talk about it, and we're gonna put our feather in the hat of the issue of, and I did video last year when it first happened. I actually reposted the video a few weeks ago, just acknowledging that a year later that this is still going on. And now we're here today to really dive into it and talk about it, So if you don't know or you can't read, which that is no insult, we're talking about Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark first. We're going to dive into that. You know what I mean? What you mean? What? We dive into that. So my thought process is on this situation here. Why can't it be that these two young women just have a genuine rivalry on the court? I don't know what people need to see. I think people need to see them hugging kumbaya and off the court for them to believe that it's just an on-court rivalry. And they just, but we as people who watch sports, which most of us do, we are taught that when we're on the field, anybody that's not wearing the same uniform as you is your enemy. You're headhunting. You could be best of friends outside of the game, off the court, but while you're on court, I don't know you, I don't like you, and my job is to take you down. Because isn't the ultimate objective is for your team to win? That is, think about it. Your ultimate objective is for your team to win. I cannot win by being nice to you on the court. I cannot win by being, soft on the court, because then my reputation around the league will be looked at as soft. We have multiple friends around the league, and some relationships are different than the others. Some people can have a relationship with a friend in the league on a different team and not be competitive, have a rivalry with them, because it's just they just have a natural relationship. But there's some people that have friends on other teams that it's just nature. Like when we get on the court, field, whatever the case may be, ice hockey rink, the tennis court, whatever it is, my job is to go after you and make sure you know that I am going to be the best out of this rivalry. And that's, to me, that's what I believe that this situation is. It's more of, I am going after you because I want you to know I'm the best. Just like you want me to know that you're the best, I want you to know that I'm the best. And I want the world to know that. So, yeah, it's going to be hard fouls. punches and swings thrown at times. But I know behind the scenes, if them ladies ever really crossed paths and saw each other, there would be nothing but love. If they had to play on the All-Star game, it'd be nothing but love. Hey, listen, when we on the same team, we cool. When we got to go against each other, it's a different relationship that we have. So, like, when it comes to that, and Angel Reese even kind of put it out there, like, we're talking about something else. You know what I mean? It was the referees made the call, and we're going to something else. You know what I mean? So, and that's what it was about. You know what I mean? Referees made a call, and at the end of the day, it was, let's move on. And that's how you got to approach it, because the narrative is with these two women, and mind you, that these two women transcended the women's game of basketball. These two women alone, just their rivalry alone, put eyes and ears on a women's sport, period. Basketball, baseball, whatever the case may be, volleyball. More eyes and ears have been watching women's sports since these two have made a name for themselves in the collegiate field. So we could sit here and we can try to twist and turn this relationship or this rivalry into a full natural beef. But I'm gonna ask you guys, if it's a beef, wouldn't they have fought by now? Like, wouldn't they really have went fisticuffs by now? I heard RG3 say Aaliyah Boston stopped Angel Reese from swinging on Caitlin Clark. And if you look at what Aaliyah Boston did, she just barely stuck her arm out. If Angel Reese really wanted to tee off on Caitlin Clark, that little chicken wing that she put out there wouldn't have stopped her. So RG3, like, this is the beef that I had with you when it comes to this situation. Like, we all saw the video. We all saw how you mocked Angel Reese. We saw, and I'm not trying to speak ill, but we saw who was in the background of your video. And to me, if you really think about it, you had that optic for a reason. You had that optic for a reason. Now, this is what you probably subconsciously didn't realize you were doing. You were tearing down the sister. You were tearing down the sister while elevating the other one. And this is not a racial thing. I might not be saying it the proper way. So please, I hope I don't offend anybody out there, because it's not meant for that. But you were tearing down, making her look angry, mad, because she's in a heated rivalry, while you painted the other one to make it seem like she just was going about her natural day. Now, don't get it wrong. Caitlin Clark didn't have to do what she did. Caitlin Clark didn't have to foul her hard. Caitlin Clark could have literally just walked away. She got hit hard. She could have walked away. But you made it seem like Caitlin Clark fouled her hard, and that she was not supposed to have no type of response or retaliation. Like, you made it seem like by her actually trying to go after her was not humanely correct. Like, I don't know who you watch, RG3, or what you've been doing in the league or watching around the league or anything like that, because at the end of the day, if you foul somebody hard enough, I don't care if that's your best friend, that person is going to go back and try to fight you. Maybe not try to fight you, but he's going to turn around like, yo, and it's going to be a natural reaction, because why are you hitting me that hard? At that time when you're getting fouled like that or hit like that, you're not thinking about the game. You're thinking about this dude really, or this girl, female, whatever, just really try to take me out. So the emotions get the best of you for a quick second. Again, and then you realize, like, oh, it's the game. All right, it's the game. Let me calm down, because it's a part of the game. I'll foul somebody that hard. I got to expect that I'm going to get fouled that hard. So, it's a part of the game. So long story short, like, for you to vilify her, to make her look bad or try to make her look like she was angry at the situation, was just not right. And I see where Ryan Clark went. Sorry for the background. Those of you that don't know, I'm in my garage, so you get loud cars riding past every now and then. But those are the two. But I agree with Ryan Clark about how he said it. Like, you're not having to discuss the situations that sisters are discussing with each other or significant others at home at night. So you don't really fully understand what she's going through when she's being vilified by people like you. You don't understand the thought process, the mental of what it makes her feel when she's going through what she's going through, when she's reading these clips and seeing these clips of millions of people, millions of podcasters saying that she hates Caitlin Clark. Hate is, first of all, hate is a strong word. It's a very strong word. So for you to say that you hate her, that she hates her, and you don't even know her, probably saw her every now and then, but you don't know her, you don't know her mindset, you don't know what she was thinking about, or you don't know what she thinks on a daily basis. But for you to put it out there that she hates, and you emphatically, like, you said it like you had proof that you know for sure that this is going on. That's what you did. You put out there like you had proof. Like, I know she hates Caitlin Clark. Like, she told you or something. And to me, that's just wrong. Because you put something on her that is not there, that she herself has not said. She herself has not said that she hated that girl. It's a rivalry, is what she always says any and every time she's asked about that situation or about Caitlin Clark. It's a rivalry. We play ball. And here's the bad part. You've never even heard Caitlin Clark say that. Oh, I know Angel Reese hates me. She hates me. You've never heard her say it. But for you to sit there and put the narrative out there that she hates Caitlin Clark and you don't know that for 100%, it's wrong on you, and it makes you look like you want to tear her down. Because you've been saying it for a while, and the fact that you mocked her, the fact that you called out another play that she was fouled hard on and didn't do nothing about. It's like, dude, what was your end goal? What was your end result? What were you trying to accomplish with your podcast? And why would you have your wife in the background snickering about what you were doing? About the mocking that you did when it comes to Angel Reese. So I see, like, the mindset of Ryan Clark when he said, like, you don't have them conversations on a daily basis. You don't sit home and talk about those issues and problems that those women are facing that are the same color as you. Because, quite frankly, quite naturally, your wife can't identify, and it's no disrespect to her, and it's no disrespect to anybody that's outside of the African American race. There's no disrespect to you at all. I'm just pointing out the fact that what Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark go through is a basketball rivalry. It's it. It's a basketball rivalry. What Ryan Clark and RG3 got going on, I don't necessarily think that Ryan Clark was wrong for his response. He did apologize. Shout out to him for being a bigger man and apologizing and not trying to make this thing last longer than it had to be, because they obviously don't like each other in real life, period. It really doesn't have anything a lot to do with the Caitlin Clark Angel Reese thing, but they genuinely just do not like each other anyway. But the point I'm making, and I see what Ryan Clark is saying, I don't think he was wrong. I don't think he was wrong for mentioning his home life, because it ties into the fact of the mindset of why did you attack her the way you did. See, here's the thing. Most people can sit there and they can throw out the claims and attacks and all that on other people, but when it's done to them, it's always an issue. Even to me, I'm not no big podcaster, no big nothing. I'm little old me expressing my opinion. But you know what I do every day that I put myself out there in front of this screen, in front of this camera, and upload it to social media? I open myself and everything around me up to criticism, scrutinism, whatever you want to call it, scrutiny, however you want to do it. And whatever comes with the territory, you got to take it. You may not like it. RG3 obviously didn't like his wife being attacked, and I get it. She wasn't, and what Ryan Clark was doing, in my eyes, wasn't attacking her. He was pointing out the differences between Angel Reese and her. She can't identify with what Angel Reese is going through. You can. You should have some sort of idea of what she goes through, because as a black male, you go through the same things. It's harder for you to ride down the block in an expensive car, an expensive neighborhood, without getting pulled over versus your counterpart. So those thought processes you have to think about when you put out in the atmosphere that these two, or that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. That's something you got to understand and you got to think about. So when RG3 says you can't identify because you do not have those conversations at night, you can't get mad. You have to look at it for what it is. It's the truth. It's the truth, brother. I wouldn't want my wife to be attacked or anybody I love to be attacked. But if I'm saying something, like even right now with this video, if it so happened to cross your path and you see it and you decide to come back at me, my wife, my kid, whatever the case may be, whether it's factual or not, I can sit here and ignore it, or I can defend it. I can say something about it. But at the end of the day, when you see me doing my shows, you're only going to see me speak from what my truth should be or is, what I believe it is. And if I'm wrong, I can stand to be corrected. That's what accountability is. I can take being wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll be cool with that, and I'll let you correct me, and let whoever correct me. I'll take my accountability and learn from my lesson and move on. And I think that's what you should have did, RG3. Like, again, it wasn't really an attack on your wife. It was just identifying the fact that the conversations are different. The thought process is different. It's okay for you to attack, but it's not okay for nobody else to. And again, you said it's cool if you attack me because this is between me and you. Don't attack my wife. But the truth of the matter is, you put your wife on display in the background while you did your show, while you did your mocking of Angel Reese, while you did all of what you did, your buffoonery of all of what you did with your wife on the screen. So if that's the case, she's fair play. Now, if she wasn't on the screen, then it might be a different conversation that all of us might be having. But you had her on the screen, and you literally mocked Angel Reese, and your wife was in the background snickering, kikiing, cuckooing about it. So again, like I said, if I had my wife in the background and I'm making fun of whoever, and she chimes in on it just by laughing or making some type of gesture, then I would expect anybody that felt some type of way about it to say something about her because she's involved in it now. It's like doing a crime with somebody. You can't do a crime with somebody. Like you, and that one guy get caught, you expect that this guy's going to, and the street code is, yes, this guy's supposed to take the rap. But we know nowadays it's normalized that this guy ain't taking the rap. I am telling on you because you're a part of it. I'm telling anybody that has some thought process that has something to do with this so I can get my time less. So basically what I'm saying to you is that if you're involved in it, you're fair game. She might not have verbally said anything, but she was snickering in the background, which makes her fair game. So that's just my thought process, my take on the Ryan Clark, RG3, and Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Leave it at basketball. Let them women have a rivalry that keeps women basketball and women's sports in general alive for years to come. Don't vilify it. Don't make it more than what it is. Don't make these women out here thinking they're getting ready to fight each other and do all this nonsense, because that's not what it's about. Just keep it about basketball. Keep it about the sport. Keep it about women's sports. Keep it about women's sports being in the spotlight. Don't try to make something more or something less out of it. Just keep it about what it's about. So those are my thoughts of what I felt about Andrew Reese versus Caitlin Clark, RG3 versus Ryan Clark. Those are my thoughts about that situation. If you agree, please drop a comment below. If you don't agree, drop a comment below. Let's talk about it. Have a debate about it. I'm with all of it. You know what I mean? And so we can. I'm open to it all. The last part of this video, we're gonna talk about my man Aaron Rodgers, man. He finally signed a 1-year deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Finally, shout out to you. Finally, you know what I mean? But this is what I give it.
Awesome.
No, I don't give it no awesome. I hit the wrong button. Sorry. Shoot that down, because at the end of the day, why does it take you so long to make this decision? And I'm hearing multiple reports saying that he didn't want to commit to the team because he didn't want to do certain activities that will require that the players be at. And he, so because last year he caught a lot of flack for not being at OTAs and things like that and taking trips to Egypt or whatever he was doing, and he did not want to go do that this year. But here's my thought process when it comes to it. One, if I'm the Steelers organization, I'm looking at it and saying to myself, like, is this guy really committed? I mean, are you really going all in now? Like, I mean, are you really trying to win? Because we need every possible moment with you so that we all can be on the same page and understand what we like and don't like and want and don't want when it comes to the offense for the Steelers. And because you couldn't give us that, I would question, like, I know you're 40-something years old. There's certain things that you don't want to do, but I'm looking at you to be a leader for my team, for the young guys, and groom the quarterback I just drafted. I'm looking for you to come in and step into that role. And because you made choices not to do that, it makes me, I would, as the GM, say to myself, I'm going to go in a different direction because I want somebody fully committed. Now, I get it. They're in full desperation mode. They need a quarterback. Mason Rudolph just wasn't going to be the one to get it done. So they needed a quarterback. But at the end of the day, is that what you would want your organization? Like, if I'm the Eagles, I want every player on that roster, the 90-man roster right now, to be fully dedicated, fully committed at everything, at all team activities. I believe that's what kind of separated us last year, because a lot of our players, especially the veterans, were at OTAs, rookie mini camps, things like that, and building chemistry, building a camaraderie with the team that translated on the field. Because while we were panicking, or me, I was panicking when we started out 2-2, they weren't. They just knew it was certain things they had to correct, and then it would be fine. And we all saw what happened. They won a Super Bowl. But if I'm Pittsburgh, I'm looking at it and saying, if I don't get that full commitment from you from day one, if I got to wait for you to feel as though you did all your traveling, all your soul searching, your dark times in the tunnel, whatever you do, before you say I'm going to commit to you, then you might as well go head on. Because then, to me, it's not going to be a good outcome on the season. And to be honest, and I hope I don't, forget you Pittsburgh fans, Aaron Rodgers is not going to put you over the edge to win a Super Bowl. And my thinking is, you had a chance. I figured it was at 2018, 20, to pick Shedeur Sanders, a young quarterback that you could have built around for years to come. And you chose not to. You chose to throw your eggs all in one basket for Aaron Rodgers for 1 year. It puts you back into quarterback purgatory next year. And it doesn't really do anything for you this year. Maybe keep Tomlin's streak of non-losing seasons alive, if that's what we play for. But winning the Super Bowl, um, you're not beating Baltimore, the Bills, the Chiefs, the Bengals, whoever else is out there, the Texans. You're not beating those teams. So the thought process to me of grabbing Aaron Rodgers or trying to get Aaron Rodgers to come to your organization and waiting so long for him to fully commit was just not worth it. Was just not worth it at all. But obviously, I'm where I am at for a reason, and I say this all the time. Mike Tomlin, I forget the GM for Pittsburgh, have forgot more football than I ever knew. So I'm only here with my opinion about what I see them doing when it comes to their team. But me personally, if I had a say or could give a voice to that situation, I would have first of all I would have tried to put a voice to drafting Shador Sanders. I definitely would have tried to make that happen. But and even if that didn't happen, I'm looking more into free agency to get a quarterback than anything. Like I might not have even let Justin Fields go. But at the end of the day, they made a decision. They got to live by their decision. I don't understand the decision. I don't understand the thought process of it. But again, like I said, those guys in that organization have forgot more football than I ever knew. So I can't question it. I just had to say, okay, kudos to you. Hope it works out for you. Hope the guy can, I don't know, do whatever it is, keep the streak alive for Mike Tomlin not having to lose the season. Hopefully, if that's the end goal, hopefully that's what he can do for you. Because I truly don't believe that it's a situation where you will make a Super Bowl off of it. I just don't believe it. Like, you have it. I think you still have, you're going to have issues with TJ Watt because he wants a new deal. He wants to get paid. I mean, Myles Garrett set the market, for edge rushers, $40 million guaranteed. I know TJ Watt is looking at it like, dude, I'm just as good. I need to get paid because I've been giving discounts since I've been here, and we ain't won nothing. I didn't know until I heard it on the radio the other day that since TJ Watt been a Pittsburgh Steeler, he has not won a playoff game in his career. So you got to think about the mindset of those guys, and I think another one is Cam Hayward. You got to look at the mindset of those guys. They sit back and watch their counterparts get paid. They watch their counterparts get paid while they get nothing, and they put full effort into the game and really haven't accomplished much in respects to the postseason. You think that doesn't weigh on them to say, like, listen, and you're waiting around for a guy like Aaron Rodgers to join your team? I mean, there was people in the beginning when this idea first started going out there about bringing in Aaron Rodgers. Guys was like, if he ain't here when we first start, forget him. Let him stay in retirement. Let him stay in retirement. But you got, it's just a thing that you have to pay attention to as an organization because people are looking at it like if this is not going to get us over the hump, then what's the point? And in my eyes, it doesn't get you over the hump. That's just my thought process. And again, that is my time for today. I hope you guys like the content that I put on for you today. If you haven't yet, drop a follow. Subscribe. You see my socials down the bottom. They're flashing down the bottom. Hit that QR code right there in the corner, and it'll bring you all to my socials. Drop a follow, subscribe, whatever you can do to help the page grow. I greatly will appreciate it. Again, I'm still working hard, trying to make sure I give you guys the best content that I can. May not be always on time, but here's the point. You'll always hear me say something about what's the biggest sports topics out there. Like I said, it ain't always about the Eagles, the Sixers, the Flyers, the Phillies, or whatever. We talk about whatever we can talk about or whatever's popping at that point in time. So again, man, like I said, I appreciate everybody that's supported me along my journey. I appreciate this. I appreciate the new people that are going to come in and help the channel grow. It's your boy Jamar, Top Shelf Sports Talk.
Flyers, Phillies, let's talk about them. Sixers, Eagles, let's talk about them. What the Union doing? Pull up with the crew and have a drink or two and let's talk about them. This a PHI bar. Bruce Willis, we die hard. I know you feel us, cause Philly fans is the best sports fans by far. No cheating here, we gon' keep it fair. You don't like my set, somebody help them. This the key, if we can disagree without disrespecting, everybody welcome. So what we talking about? Practice? What we talking about? Let's unpack this. Top Shelf, sports talk, lights, cameras, we active.